Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at the way that crime is increasing in Lagos State, now that Lagos State seems to be assuming a mega city status, and it comes, of course, with all the challenges that a mega city will be facing, as we've seen in other parts of the world, looking at Singapore, for instance, and other countries where mega cities are evolving. This is the situation in Africa at the moment, and this case study here is Lagos State. One major concern is petty crime, petty theft. You get into a bus and then all of a sudden you're in the wrong bus. They call it one chance. And that one seems to have even still continued up to this time, although the police claim that they have curbed it. But we're still getting those reports. How will this neighborhood watch initiative help in that regard?
One chance seems to be perpetuated by people who live in a certain radius of a neighborhood. And when they are able to gather enough intelligence regarding the people who are the usual suspects in the commitment of such crimes, I believe the neighborhood corps will be able to assist the police in curbing this. What you need is intelligence here in order to know who are the usual suspects in committing this crime. Because these people, they do not have enough premium motor spirit to drive far. It's normally committed within a certain radius.
So you'd expect that this new police support team, let me just put it at that, they should be looking within the closest radius,
yes,
to operate further, away from the residential areas, does it?
Yes, away from the residential areas. Excuse me. They operate within. I know I've witnessed this thing happen in a neighborhood in Apapa, the residential area of Apapa. So I will not say they operate outside residential neighborhoods. They operate in close proximity to residential and commercial neighborhoods. That's the way, that seems to be their modus operandi, because this one I witnessed, the bus was right in front of my car. I didn't know what was happening until I saw about 3 pair of hands throw a man out of the bus, and they sped off. And they sped right into a Papa GRA. So these are crimes that are normally committed within the proximities of residential and commercial neighborhoods. So now when you have people who are on ground, who are conversant with such neighborhoods, they'll be able to gather enough intelligence, be able to scout as to know their habits and bring to bear the reduction of such unfortunate occurrences that happen in our neighborhoods.
You know, Lagos State on its own is full of estates, gated estates, and then those estates also have their own security apparatus. How do you expect this new initiative of the Lagos State government to interface with the so many estates that we already have existing with their own security structures?
Those estates can operate very well without the neighborhood safety corps, because they've basically created their own government. So they are, how will I put it, immune to what happens outside the walls of those estates. When you drive into those estates, they have their own security, they have their own transport system, they have their own water, they have their own power. They're running their own states. So it's really not a concern as much with those estates. What it really concerns people who are vulnerable to such activities.
So do you see this initiative being adopted, for instance, other states taking a cue from Lagos State?
Definitely other states would like to emulate what is happening in Lagos State, because when you go to states like Edo, you find that you have a body that tries to mirror what LASMA is doing in Lagos State. So definitely other states they're definitely seeing what's happening here in Lagos, and they will definitely, yes, want to emulate what's happening.
This is sustainable, isn't it?
I cannot really put a mark on that. It all depends on the enthusiasm of the man in Government House. If it's something he's really passionate about, I believe it will be sustainable. But if that enthusiasm runs out of excitement, then I don't see it going for beyond the medium term.
The big question will be again that there has been this agitation and question on whether or not states should run their own individual policing systems, and that hasn't really come and approved by the lawmakers. What should they be doing at this time?
Regarding state policing, I have often had debates with colleagues and friends about this. I don't think we're mature enough for that yet.
Is this not the state police?
To my mind, it would seem that way from other bodies, but I believe, my personal view, I don't want to view it as a state police. I want to view it as being covering inadequacies of the police as it is right now, because I don't think the police force has enough manpower to cover every nook and cranny of a mega city like Lagos. I don't think they have that manpower yet. So until such a time the police is able to recruit more hands and get more equipment and get better funding, then we will not see the need of such bodies arising.
Interesting. So right now, what would be your final words concerning this new initiative by Lagos State?
My final word on this will be that this new corps that has been established be run strictly within the confines of the law, and they should carry out their functions effectively to impress the public. They should be seen as doing their jobs and really combating crime and bringing it down to a minimal. You cannot eliminate crime. You can only bring it down to a minimal. So we'll like to see them offering their assistance to the police to make the police a more effective organ of crime fighting. And it all depends. If in the next 6 to 8 months we do not see them offering that assistance, offering that intelligence to make our societies, our communities safer, then I don't see it lasting for too long.
Ahmed Kadiri, many thanks indeed, a security expert, for talking to us concerning the new initiative by Lagos State to try to fight crime further by instituting a neighborhood watch initiative. Many thanks indeed for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.